Hi Libra. This will be a reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. This is a Sun in Gemini reading, so this reading will be relevant for the time that the Sun transits Gemini, or if you were drawn to this message at a different time, the message is for you when it finds you, so do not despair. So Libra, when I was channeling your energy, I got a few messages for you. The main message that I received was that there could be some anxiety about stepping into the spotlight. So I get the sense that you have the opportunity. Quickly, I'd like to mention that this is a reading for a specific group of Libras. You will know if it's for you. It cannot be for all Libras, but I do channel for a very specific group, so that was an important message for somebody, okay? There is some sort of anxiety about stepping into the spotlight. So I get the sense that you have the chance to showcase yourself, to showcase your talents, to be seen, to be heard, to be in the spotlight. And I do get the sense that there's some fear here. I do feel that you're ready. You've worked very hard to get to where you are. It's nothing to do with your craft or your ability. It has to do with some sort of internal fear. And for some of you, the issue here is about perfectionism. Okay? So perfectionism can be great because, we hold ourselves to a high standard of work. However, it can be debilitating if it, in fact, prevents you from sharing your gifts or prevents you from publishing your project or moving forward in some way. And so I do have that channeled message for you. We'll pull some cards and see if anything else comes up about this issue. If not, that was just something separate, but that's the main message I'm getting for you at this time. So, I'd like to start with an oracle message for you. So I'm using this tarot deck to do that today. Hold on just one moment. Okay, Libra. Let's get started. I just heard that they want me to look at this card. You have the Four of Chalices. Okay? That will be your oracle message today. And I'm using this deck as an oracle deck because I want to use it to get a sort of theme in your life that you might be working with. And with this Four of Chalices, I'm getting the sense of longing. I'm getting the sense that you're looking towards something and you're not noticing what you already have. You're not noticing it. And with the Four, I'm getting more of that Three of Pentacles, being nervous about entering the spotlight kind of feeling, because you see these three cups here. It's like this figure is hesitant about turning in that direction. She's turning her back to that. And also at the same time ignoring this other cup. She's looking up. So rather than a sense of anxiety, it feels like you're searching for prayers, for answers. Okay. Some of you might be waiting for a message. So what's important to know here is that if you're waiting for a message, some sort of divine message, it seems that it's in your life already. The sign is in your life already. It's just you're looking up. which is great most of the time. You're looking up, but the message is already on the earth plane, and you could be ignoring it. You could be, because your focus is otherwise, you're missing the message. So the message is already around you, somewhere in your sphere. So if this applies to you, if this is resonating, think back. Think to what has been going on around you in your sphere, and see if there isn't actually some sort of symbol, metaphor, sign that you've overlooked. Okay? I want to see if I can't get anything else for you here. All right. The Four of Chalices reminds us of those times when even in a full room we can feel immense loneliness and isolation. Many starseed incarnated on Earth now experience this longing to return to their star family, feeling displaced and foreign in a world in which they feel they have never quite belonged. The young woman in the key sits at the very edge of the ocean, dangerously close in fact, as if the waves, her emotions, are about to consume her. 3 chalices sit precipitously on the rocks nearby. It is as if she doesn't even notice the gift they bring. In the waves, a dolphin spirit brings presents with the 4th chalice, and yet still she remains blind to them all as she gazes up at her star, longing to go home. The key is a great teacher for starseeds incarnated on Earth at this time. It speaks to us of how each moment of life is precious, and that we become aware of our gifts when we stay focused in the moment on the wonders of all that we are given. There is a reason we came here. Now, let's pay attention to what great gifts this realm provides us. So here's some questions for you. How are you allowing your projections of the past or future disrupt the beauty of the now? Do you recognize how you have everything you need to be happy and fulfilled? How does your sense of not fitting in or belonging manifest in your world, and how can you change it? When will you recognize Spirit's message? Oh my gosh, that's just what we were talking about. Not recognizing Spirit's message. I'm so glad I read that to you because, like I said, sometimes, or like I say in many readings, I like to, I regret this immensely. I like to read from the book that the creator has provided when working with specialty decks, because there's usually, I would say 99% of the time, a message in there that reiterates what we've already discussed, and also something else that we hadn't picked up on, okay? So with you, I really do feel that there's some sort of gift you are meant to bring into the world that you already have in the world, you are already using. However, there is some fear and anxiety about stepping into the spotlight, and I don't know why that is for you. Perhaps, like the card said, it has to do with feeling like you won't fit in. Perhaps you're worried about how this gift will be received, okay? Or if your ability is a little bit different from what's already out there, you wonder, you know, what room is there for me? What niche will I fall into? A genre I just heard will this be? And to be frank, I wouldn't worry about that. If you have to create your own genre, you will, okay? Let's get some tarot cards to see what else we're working with here. I'm going to pull a few of these to get more messages. Ooh, they're very talkative today for you, Libra. Can we have Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Venus! I don't usually include Venus in my readings. That's so funny. It just came out of my mouth, so maybe that's important for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, North. Node I usually do. We'll go with Sun, Moon, Rising just to avoid any confusion. Libra. Wow. Justice. There's your card. If someone needed a confirmation that this reading was for them, here it is. Libra. On this Justice card's throat chakra, there is... It's some sort of pendant, but to me it looks like the evil eye. So whatever it is you have to say or put out into the world, it's protected, I just heard. Also, there's a full moon behind this Justice card. And this is indicating to me that perhaps you are being affected greatly by the most recent full moon. And you are planning your timing in some way to do with this. Also, if you planned something, you published something in conjunction with that full moon. And if it's not going as you had hoped, let's say, I think that you'll see more traction either with the next new moon or in Libra season. So if you're watching this in real time, I'm aware that that is quite some time away, but I'm noticing your sign all over this card, and I just have to pass on what I hear, what I see. This figure of justice is weighing the heart against the feather, and here they are completely equal. So to me, this indicates that you are ready, you are balanced. Yeah. More for Libra. Also, this Justice card has many peacock feathers behind her head. And that's giving me, you know, the word peacocking, kind of showing off. Showing yourself in the spotlight, being vulnerable. I just saw the Page of Cups, being vulnerable, which is not necessarily something that your sign is always comfortable with, but I think that it's a necessary task for whatever it is you're bringing out into the world. Anytime any of us bring something out into the world, there's a bit of vulnerability there, right? They want me to shuffle this way. Zodiac sign of Libra. Princess of Wands, Seven of Wands. Those two? Okay. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So you have the Princess of Wands, the Seven of Wands, protecting what you've worked for, the Hanged Man, and the High Priestess. I got that this Hanged Man has to do with being in limbo about when or if to launch this project, or to publicly acknowledge something, publish something. I just also heard rendezvous. And it seems that you've been in limbo for quite some time about whether or not to do this. Of course, everything in its own time, but I do sense that you're being encouraged and spurred on by the angels to take action and get down from this position. And so if that is the case, you should do so. With this Four of Chalices here, I just really do get the sense that you're ignoring some signs that are already around you. You're looking to confirmation from on high, but there have been already signs in your world. You just have to notice them. For some of you, it's crickets. This Princess of Wands feels very hesitant to me. Like, they don't necessarily know if they want to take action. And also this, like, little strange figure next to them. It's kind of like an external manifestation of fear or anxieties to me. It's like this thing on the outside. You've kind of embodied this, like, anxiety being outside of you that's like preventing you from moving forward. So I would say defend what's yours. Defend yourself from whatever fears you've created for yourself. All right. I'll get to this High Priestess in a little bit. Wow. Some sort of ancient wisdom here. If you're worried about any detractors, I would ignore them. If you're worried about any detractors like critics, people criticizing your work, and you're I hear it's more bad than good. All that matters is this wand that you're holding. So with the one wand, the Ace of Wands, a creation, an endeavor, that's the most important thing. So any of these detractors, any of these negativities, it's not what's important. And I understand there has to be some braveness to face that, to be willingly to face criticism, right? Why would you do that? I understand. If it's more bad than good. Well, because your creation is more important than that, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card. So I think that this is a sort of turning point for you, and with Justice and Judgment together, there's some sort of karmic time point. I just heard time point, karmic time point. So it could be you could move forward or backwards, and that's up to you. But I do believe that you're going to move forward, especially if you view this reading. It could spur you to address this time point and continue on your journey. I will say that under the Judgment card is the Devil. And to me, this is just those fears and anxieties that you're holding up to yourself, you're creating for yourself. And it's not to say at all that there aren't manifestations in the external world that would make you concerned. It's just that it's mostly of your own creation. And whatever it is you have to share is more important than the potential detractors. I heard once more. And under that is the World. This is incredible. So I really do feel that there is a turning point for you. There's something very important here. And you're ready to bask in the sunlight. And if you're not ready, you will be after you see this, okay? Look at this card. She's basking in the sunlight. She's in the spotlight. And she is perfectly comfortable. It's not to say it didn't take some work or some angelic guidance or spurring on cheerleading, rooting to get here, but There you are. There you could be. Okay. Libra. Get some more cards for you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. I just heard that someone wants to know about love. So, okay, we can try to get a little bit different energy for love. I usually take the reading wherever it is it wants to go, but I specifically heard someone wants to know about love. So let's see if we can get anything about love in relation to the energy we already have. Or separate, but let's just see if we can get anything about love for Libra. I just heard cool drink of water. So maybe you find someone to be a cool drink of water, or you yourself, Libra, are a cool drink of water. That's a saying, right? That's a thing. I don't know. It's not something I say. A cool drink of water in the summertime. Libra love. Justice. Oh my god. Okay, so this to me is an indicator that we're getting like another separate but equal, another plane of reading. But this will be about love, the love portion of this. This is so interesting. Okay, we have Justice again, your card again. That's amazing. So showing up twice for yourself, Libra, you're really in your energy, and I'm telling you, if you haven't already stepped in the spotlight, you're right there. This is a time point. You might as well do it. Here, I'll show you these two together. Look at that. You're showing up for yourself. The world. Oh my gosh. This is just over and over again. So what is this to do with love? Perhaps you're also at a time point where you might choose to be with somebody. Okay, let's see what these two cards are. The Devil again. What sorts of fears and anxieties are getting in the way of this? Oh, okay. The Nine of Cups. The Three of Swords. And the High Priestess. I got two messages just now. One is the fears and anxieties getting in the way are your fear of heartbreak. Okay, some sort of fear of being hurt. The second thing I got was, with this High Priestess, you have some sort of intuitive nudge, or you think you do. I'll look into it. You have some sort of intuitive nudge with this High Priestess that this situation will lead to heartbreak. And I want to make sure, let's find out for you if this is fear, an illusion, or if this is true, pure intuition. Now, it's important that you always follow your intuition. Don't let any reader, me or otherwise, tell you what you feel, okay? But if you're in a place of fear and that's preventing you from pursuing a connection that is otherwise, you know, beneficial, then that's different. Always use your own intuition, but sometimes readers who are in the light, they can help. We can help you figure that out. So let's see. Is Libra in fear of this connection, or is this their intuition? We have the Three of Pentacles again, which I got during the pre-shuffle. Oh gosh, I don't generally channel this kind of stuff, but some of you are concerned about another person being involved. And that could be why you're in limbo. If that's the case, I would just ask. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with that. Wow. This might be a separate message, the Page of Pentacles. I'll do it in the order I saw them. The Magician. Strength. And the Four of Swords. Oh, okay. So, make an offering to your guides or your gods or whatever it is that you believe. Make an offering and put yourself to sleep. And when you go to bed, pray about it. So make an offering. Ask to be shown what you need to see. And you might be given a gift in your sleep. And upon waking, you will know the answer that you need with this double High Priestess here. Okay? That's what I'm getting there for you. So if there is some sort of concern about love, about whether this is fear or intuition, because we did have the Devil at the bottom of the deck before. For some of you, there was the Nine of Pentacles. They are single. But like I said, I would just ask. But yeah, if you make some sort of, if you're comfortable doing ritual, if that's part of your practice, even if it's just spritzing your pillow with lavender, and I heard that prayer. I'm not familiar with it, but I heard that prayer. When you lay me down to sleep, I pray to you the Lord will keep. It's sort of like a bedtime prayer, I think, for mostly children, but I'm sure adults do it as well. I'm not familiar with it, but I just heard that. So if you're even just comfortable spritzing your pillow, saying a prayer, and then asking to be shown in the dream time what it is you need to see, I think that will really help. Okay. Do you want one more of these for love for Libra? They wanted me to keep that Judgment card out. We'll see if it pops out. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Love. Sun in Gemini reading. We have, it appears to be 3 more. The Chariot. The Queen of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles. So, I do see that if you're concerned about a potential love situation, that you quite likely will be moving forward. And it does seem, you know, I have to do disclaimer here. I'm not generally comfortable doing love readings, giving any love advice. Please always use your own discernment. If this is a message for you, this is going to be of the highest vibration possible. All right, so you're most likely already in a place where you've healed enough to have a stable connection. This is, with no disrespect, this is nothing low vibrational. So that was really important to tell someone, okay? And for that reason, because sometimes we can look to another person to get advice on a love situation that isn't high vibrational, okay? Like I said, with all respect. it's important to know that this would be. All right. So that being said, the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, the way that I have them placed, they're sort of looking at each other, and they're different, but they're both very solid, stable, and secure people. Okay, in their own right. They're like the masters of their own domain, even if those domains are different. You know, the earth realm and the emotional realm, the material world, the interior. Both of them are very successful in their own right. Okay, so even if a different suit, they are a match. And I am getting Cancer and Taurus. I'm aware that this is a reading for you, Libra, but if you have those placements or are interested in someone with those placements, it could be your Venus or Moon signs, Taurus and Cancer. I see that you're quite well matched. You're quite well suited for one another. Like I said, you are equals, even if you are a bit different in your constitution or interests. You're definitely equals, and you're definitely playing on you're on level playing fields. And so if there are any concerns, I would say that this person, I am getting that you are the Queen of Cups because of all these double High Priestesses here. The High Priestess and the Queen of Cups can give me similar intuition sometimes. So I do feel that you're coming through as this Queen of Cups here, and this other person is coming through as the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone that would be very well received to blunt communication, to asking outright if they're interested or if they're otherwise involved. They would take that in stride, I just heard. So I hope that's helpful. This Chariot card here, once again, with these two Sphinx figures at the foreground, they are different but equal, just like the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So they are both also, while looking in different directions, they are moving forward together. So even if your interests or focus are different, there's a sort of common goal, a shared crowd, I just heard. And it does look like that there's some sort of cosmic charioteer moving you forward. And with that World card that we saw earlier, I do get that you are stepping into the spotlight. Okay, Libra? I will close out for you with a Oracle card, and I will read it to you. Give me just a moment. We just went ahead and, by the way, quick aside, covered this Three of Swords right up with this Queen of Cups because, as I said, I think that you and therefore the person you would be interested in are both in quite high vibrational energy, and so you'll know by having a conversation and or by asking your guides, your angels, your ancestors to help. You will get the information that you need, okay? Can we have a message for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising? North Node, Libra. They want me to choose a card for you, Libra, which I don't always do it this way, so it's I'm not a pro. Okay, flow. Let's see what your message is. Flow. For Libra. That was a very Libran thing for me to do, wasn't it? Meandering river. A meandering river is a waterway that curves, bends, turns, and seems to swing side to side as it flows forward. Viewed from above, it looks sinuous and even snake-like. Meandering rivers are dynamic as they wind their way across valley floors and bring life-giving sediment to new habitats. The word meander was derived from the ancient Meander River, which flows into the Aegean Sea. The Greeks created symbols for meander that have been described as some of the most important symbols for the ancient Greek culture. They represented the fluid movement of water and the internal flow of all life. The twisting patterns were also thought to represent the serpent, which was the symbol of healing, hence our present-day symbol for doctors is the caduceus. The sacred landscape wants you to know. There are times to hold on tight to the shore, and there are times to enter the flow. Notice where life is going and move in that direction. Watch for signs and follow them. Don't resist. When you go with the flow, your life force expands and healing on all levels abounds. This is also the time to release old, limiting patterns, forgive, and let go of the need to be right about your beliefs. If you aren't feeling the smooth currents of life, it might mean that you're being self-critical or judgmental. When you enter the flow with gratitude and love, you will find blessings surrounding you. You will enter into a state of grace and healing will abound. Okay, Libra, that's what I have for you. Do step into the spotlight, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Take care.